Hey, I'm starting to realize this right now. People saying Terrence Crawford don't sell and everything else, but Andrew Ruiz was on the card with Terrence Crawford, and he's supposed to be one of the biggest fighters out of L.A. And for some reason, he didn't sell. Like the crowd didn't come out for him. You would think that two of the biggest Mexican stars in boxing on the same card fighting in L.A. would actually at least bring out 200,000 Mexicans as far as pay-per-view buys, because people say that Mexicans run boxing, and Mexican pride has a lot to do with boxing these days, and Mexican fighters make a big difference, and the fan base is one of the biggest things. So let me ask you a question. Why is Pitbull on the co-main event twice with Terrence Crawford? Pitbull was on the co-main event for Terrence Crawford and Earl Spence, and he was on the co-main event for Terrence Crawford and Majamal. So why he ain't selling? I thought he's supposed to have a fan base. People say they want to see him fight Tank again, but he ain't selling though. He ain't got no buzz behind him. He lose. Nobody cares. Like, well, is it a real buzz behind him, or are we just looking for somebody to celebrate? See, I don't know if people understand that in America, bro, we don't just latch on to an Adrian Bronner or anybody because, oh, well, we're going to make him into a star. He went 12 rounds with Tank, so Adrian Bronner, he went 12 rounds with Manny Pacquiao, so let's go ahead and put him in the ring with Floyd Mayweather next. No, that ain't happening. Like, I don't understand what people are getting to. Like, when people say, oh, Terrence Crawford ain't sell his last fight, Pitbull ain't selling. They trying to push Pitbull. Pitbull's the one who's on co-main event. And then I'm hearing a year later people talking about, and I did that was my first fight breakdown on this channel, and I told everybody he's going to look sloppy against Cabrera. The same Cabrera who just got knocked out by Zepeda in 3 rounds. I said he's going to look sloppy against Cabrera. And he did. And for some reason, a year later, I'm hearing people talking about, yeah, well, against Cabrera, Pitbull was like, oh, y'all be knowing already. Y'all just be hiding the fact that y'all know the truth already, and you want to run with some kind of narrative and buzz. But to be honest with you, when it comes to the Majamov and Terrence Crawford card, Mexicans failed Mexicans because for some reason, they brought out the biggest Mexican stars we've had in quite a while. Besides, because they're not showing up for Munguia. When Munguia fights, they ain't showing up like that. Munguia got to fight in Arizona to get a buzz. Munguia ain't fighting in California. And that's somewhere where Oscar's from. He ain't fighting out there like that. So, I don't know what people getting to, but... And then Munguia's not even fighting in Mexico right now. So, it's not like everybody just showing up for the Mexican fighters when they fight like that. So, I mean, if nobody's showing up for Terrence Crawford right now, they're just not showing up. If that's what everybody's thinking. But to see a lot of people talking about the fight and then turning around making it seem like nobody's showing up, come on, man. Like, let's be real. Like, to be honest with you, having Pitbull on the co-main event was a bad idea. The he's an undercard fighter at this point. Not to say that he's not a good fighter, he's not decent. I'm just saying at this point right now, the way the fans are kind of talking about a fight card that he was actually on, and it was a very good fight. It was a fight everybody said that's the real main event. I heard everybody said Rayo and Pitbull was the real main event. If that was a real main event, why y'all ain't buy the fight? Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Andrew Ruiz versus Jarrell Big Baby Miller, that wasn't a good fight? I ain't hear nobody saying it was boring. Why ain't nobody buy the fight? You had Andrew Ruiz and Pitbull on there. 2 fighters I love watching. Why y'all ain't get on there and buy the pay-per-view? Oh, okay. But then people want to get mad when we sit up here and say, is Mexican fans actually buying these fights? And I've been saying this for a while now, but people want to dance around the fact that, oh, it's just Mexicans that buy Canelo fights. No, it's not. Is that where we at right now? Because that can get exposed. So what you gonna do? Oh, so you gonna tell me that So right now, the only explanation anybody can come up with is, oh well, because Terrence Crawford was on the card, a lot of Mexican fans didn't buy the card. So you didn't support Eastside Cruz and Andy Ruiz. That was on one of the biggest fight cards ever. You didn't support them because the Terrence Crawford was the main event. We know what word that is. That's all I got. Like and subscribe.